Hey, this is Doug Stein with PPE Advantage in Chicago, and I actually have Mike on the Zoom call today. Mike is an Israeli expat living in Thailand, and he's working with his team and the Thai police and the government to uncover and prevent some of the crimes that are happening in the shadows of the nitro glove business. Mike, thanks so much for stopping in and taking some time. Give me a little bit of background about what landed you in Thailand.
Hey, Douglas. First of all, thank you for having me here. Very appreciated, and would love to help less and less people becoming a future customers of my agency and association. I've been staged in Southeast Asia 10 years ago during my military service in the IDF, Israeli Defense Force. I cannot recover what unit or what exactly I was doing in Southeast Asia, but I spent here 5 years. After that, I opened my own private investigation agency in Thailand, which is the biggest foreign private investigation agency in Southeast Asia.
Yeah. It's just an enormous amount of scams going on in Thailand. I know I did business there 20 years ago, and it's an amazing country, ridiculously beautiful. The people are amazing, but there is that corrupt underbelly. There is a lot of crime. There's a lot of opportunity for crime. There's a lot of corruption in the government. So what are some of the types of things you're running into on a regular basis, like breaking up some of these repackers and some of the people that are, doing scams?
Okay, so let me, it's kind of let's call it a scam evolution.
Okay.
So it started before when it just was in its, in his baby pants. What people used to do, they would buy a Thai bank account, which, let's say, for example, the Thai person name is Somchai Jamnuan, okay? A foreign person such as yourself or someone who doesn't live in Thai easily can think that this is the name of a company. Right. So what they used to do, they would issue an invoice, they will create a fake company, and that's something that I will give everyone a huge tip before we end this conversation, how to check if this is a real registered company in Thailand. It takes 30 seconds and it's totally free.
Awesome.
Yeah. So what they would do, they will issue an invoice on the name of that person. So whenever you transfer the money, you actually transfer to this name, but this is just a person. It's not even a company. That was the early steps of the scams. Small amounts. I would say small amounts is 10,000 to 100,000 US dollars. When people became a bit smarter, the scammers became a bit smarter. So what they start doing, they actually set up a company and they rented warehouses, which they had a small lot of gloves, and they will use the same warehouse with the same, they will hold a sign with your name and with the date. They will take a video, but it's actually a small warehouse in the middle of Bangkok. So this is the next step of the evolution of the scams.
So they never shipped the gloves, right? That was just to get it.
They never shipped the glove. Yeah. They never ever shipped the glove. Then of course there are our beloved repackers, right? The ones who just produce the boxes. One thing that you asked me earlier before we had the interview is about that people try to get deposits in order to build lines and factories. Mm-hmm. This is something that is true. So basically those people take no interest loans from suppliers, right? They say they already have a running factory, they already have everything. They try to collect as much money as they can. So, and then they're trying to build the lines. However, there is one more very important factor. It's not the factories that are missing, it's also the raw materials.
Right, NBR, sure.
Exactly. And I just go a bit earlier when I said many foreigners do the scams here as well. Sometimes it's a chain. I encounter this every single day. Right now, while we speak, if I step into my office, I have about 36 ongoing glove scam cases with a total amount of, let's say, about 45 million US dollars all over the world. I work tightly with the police, I work tightly with the military, and I work very tightly with the government. I'm part of an association, a special force that was set up in order to fight those scams. So we're totally backed up. We use only legal methods.
And you have a whole team, right?
Yeah, under my team, we have about 45 people now. Some of them are finance analysts. Some of them are IT experts. Some of them are ex-military and I would say field guys. So yeah, we have a lot of what we call fake customers that we send in order to try to buy gloves.
Good. So what's your success rate for helping people get their money back? Is it pretty low? Because it's gone, right?
I would say 70% success rate.
Oh, really? That's pretty high. That's more than I thought.
We have interview with the Forbes magazine coming up in 2 weeks, and we asked some customers who are kind enough to disclose our success stories with them.
That's awesome that you're able to do that. It's because so many people are lost when they lose that kind of money. You know, some of it can be really devastating for them. So
I know people who sold houses. I know people who bankrupt, and unfortunately, I know people who committed suicide.
That's sad. So why do they have them open up an LC if they don't have any gloves? Are they like borrowing against that money in Thailand?
Exactly, Douglas. That's exactly what they do.
So if I opened up an LC for $1 million to someone, they could borrow a certain percentage of that locally, right? To take that money and do something with it, right?
Exactly. First tip, there are no nitrile gloves in Thailand right now. Okay, there are 0 nitrile gloves in Thailand. If someone tells you you have a stock, it's probably something that's stuck in the free zone. From some reason, it didn't pass SGS or something like that. The capacity of production is basically filled up until 2022 of the factories that currently here. So this is the first and very direct tip.
Yeah, there's just no capacity, right? There's just no
capacity. The second tip, DBD warehouse.co.th. This is basically the database for all companies registered in Thailand. You basically go in, you click on, it's in English, you write the name of the company, you will see the registered you will see the name of the director, the shareholders, when the company was registered, how much their registered capital, and everything. So this is the
right. If there's any legal claims against them, we have something in China that
you cannot see that. No? You cannot see that. You can just see if it's a real company. Tip number 3. Due diligence, always, especially when it's a lot of money.
Great advice.
I always give all my customers 30 minutes free consultation. And whenever my customers send me some company that immediately I know is fake, I don't waste their time and my time, and I don't take their money. So everyone welcome to contact me. I will not take your money just to tell you you're going to be screwed.
That's not what we certainly appreciate what you're doing, and I appreciate the time you took. Really going to help educate people and make them knowledgeable about how dangerous it can be to try to get in this business if you don't know what you're doing.
Thank you.
It's been a real pleasure. Thanks so much. Thank you.